Hey guys!
Howdy!
What's up and welcome back to the Ruby's Digest. My name's Christine.
I'm Monique.
And today, obviously, we are doing a fun little...
Patrons controlling our day.
Yeah, we're doing a fun little video.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a series on our channel where essentially our patrons in our Patreon get to choose a book for us to read and then also control our day.
Yeah.
One day a month, you get to control our day.
Mm-hmm.
So today, you know, above the options, obviously, we're doing a this or that system. So we gave our patron, Haley, some options for us to do. And she is going, or well, she's already picked.
Yeah. I've had this chat muted for days. Okay. Today is the day we will reveal what we will be doing.
Yes.
So the first thing I asked is...
That's the fun of it. We don't know what we're going to be doing, like, at all. We are opening it like a present.
Yeah. So the first thing is coffee or tea.
Which is, like, my dreaded nemesis in life.
Then I asked library or bookstore. Let's see. East or west? That's going to decide which direction we're going. It's crazy.
This is so funny.
Then if we're picking a book for ourselves or for each other.
Okay.
And then finally, what we're filming. Is it anticipated releases of 2024?
Okay.
Or is it series that we want to finish in 2024?
Okay.
You know? Yes. So, here we go.
Let's see.
Oh!
She picked tea, didn't she?
Coffee.
Thank God!
Coffee? We're going to a bookstore.
Obviously.
West.
Ooh.
Each other, and we're going to talk about the book series
that we want to continue.
Yep.
In 2024.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I know just the place to go for coffee.
Okay, great, because I know just the place to go for a bookstore. Unless you want to talk about it together.
On West?
On the west side.
Let's talk about it at the bookstore.
Okay. So, get ready, buckle up. We're going to take you guys around LA. And that's also another reason why we're doing this vlog, because this is one of our favorite things to do, is to just explore LA and show you guys the beauty of the city.
Yep.
While the rats scuttle across the street.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for joining, and let's get into the video.
Bum, bum, da 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 da, bum, bum, da.
That one's the mochi. Also, I'm like, do I get one of these?
Huh?
One left.
Which one did you get?
I got the smoked salmon bagel.
That's good.
I kind of wanted to get yours, but then I was like, let me try something different.
I wanted the one that had like arugula or something, but it had like onions on it, and I said no. I don't want to be.
Why did you say no?
No, it's okay.
All right, here we go. Look at this. I know it's all over my face. Okie dokie.
We have our coffee. And it was great. It tastes like coffee.
It does taste like coffee.
I got the corn latte. And y'all, it has corn in it.
It's corn.
I thought it was like a corn flake, but I guess they would use the word corn flake latte if it was just corn flakes. But it is corn flakes and corn in this latte. I bit into corn, chewed corn, and I like it. Now, does it taste like coffee? Yeah, I'm getting to that part. You know when you drink the flavoring?
Yeah.
So it's more it's not sweet, you know. Next time I order this, I'll probably add like some shots of vanilla to make it more like frosted flake corn latte. You know, I like sweet things, and this is more coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Christine?
I got the here, sure. We'll just pass it off. It's essentially like chunks of sugar on top flavoring. I don't really know how to describe it. Like it's
like
kind
those
of like
things Speak. Sorry.
It's kind of like a brown sugar, but not. Like, it's more burnt, honestly, the way that it tastes.
Yes. If you've ever seen Squid Games, it's like that game that they played where they had to lick the thing. Christine's never seen the show. So, there you go.
But yeah, it's not too sweet, which I like. It tastes more like coffee than it tastes like the syrup, which I like. Not syrup, but I guess the sweetness. So this was the perfect latte for me. First time I tried this, obviously. About Time is this really fun coffee shop that Monique went to for the first time last week. So she was like, let's just try this place. It'll be fun, blah, blah, blah. We go in, aesthetics on fleek. Okay, aesthetics on fleek. You know, what is my issue? Well, just that they have names of coffees and they don't explain things. But other than that, it's freaking amazing in there.
That is true. That is true, because I ordered a latte not knowing
that there was going to be corn in it.
Inside. Like, I knew it was corn.
That's right.
But there's corn in the latte.
Yeah.
And,
so,
yeah.
There's plenty of seating in here. There's like a big open space, like where the cafe is. There's outdoor seating, like a little kind of patio situation, and then there's seating upstairs, which is more of like...
And there's outlets so you can get work done.
There are outlets.
And there's a parking lot. Now, parking is hard to get.
It's definitely a get here early situation.
If you want to kind of circle it, you know... Like, this is an off hour. But I went during a peak hour, and I still found a space. So.
Okay, so you're not discouraging them from the parking lot.
I'm not. I'm really not. Because I feel like there's a lot of signs that say don't park here, so people don't park here.
No trespassing private property.
But I'm telling you, I spoke to the person
the
at
parking
the
attendant.
No, there's no attendant. I asked the person at the register, I said, can my car stay in this parking lot? He's like, yeah, this is our lot. And I was like...
Okay. There you go.
So I was prepared to get my food and go.
You know? But yeah, the upstairs is really cool because it's more of like a quiet area. So it was like a study.
Yeah,
studious
it was a good place for me to get a lot of work done.
Place
last week. So I'm like, okay, I like it. I like to try new places.
Yeah. And then as far as like what we both got bagels. Monique really got the one that I wanted, which was essentially like a bacon, egg, and cheese, right? But I was like, let me venture out and get something different. So I got the salmon, arugula, okay, cucumber, onion, bagel.
Yeah.
No, it was very oniony for sure, but it was delicious. Biggest bagel.
I will say the arugula was good. When I added that to the sandwich, I was like, yeah. So now we're off in search of a bookstore on the west side. And we will come back and update you all.
Where we'll be shopping for each other.
Yes, for each other.
Bye.
Bye. It's corn. I'm chewing corn.
It's corn.
It really is. It's good, though. All right, we've made it to the Village Well. Christine recommends this place, so...
Yes.
I may not have pulled into a police department parking lot.
Oh, you did, yeah. I, to be fair, thought that it was parking for Village Well, because it's beside it.
And it says books on the wall.
Yeah, but don't be fooled. It's for the police department. Yeah. So just go around the corner and there is parking.
Dodge any pedestrians.
Yes.
And then find
the west side is a little chaotic on a Sunday. Everyone's out and about, okay? You know, the city doesn't sleep on a Sunday.
No.
Especially not on the west side. So we were going to go to Santa Monica, maybe try and find something out there. But this is a bookstore that randomly, when I was at the Rip Bodice one day, I just noticed that it was close by. And so I decided to visit it. And I liked the inside. I can't remember if I did this for a vlog. I feel like I put this in a vlog at some point on our channel. But it wasn't like the main point of the vlog. You know what I mean? So
these will be my first impressions.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking for a book for each other. Let me refer to the list once more.
Okay.
Very quickly.
I was going to say, do you have a plan?
I don't have a plan. Should we formulate a plan?
No, I mean, I think it'll be fun if we go in there and we both have our cameras on and we just kind of film our thought process as we go through the books that we pick for each other. Like, we obviously aren't going to be together.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then we'll see what we come up with. I think that'll be a fun little...
insert.
Yeah, like a fun little thing.
Okay, so what did you just say? Just kidding.
Okay, I was like,
Got it. So yes, we're picking a book for each other.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the plan is
To talk
formulate it inside.
with our own phones.
Yeah, just talk to ourselves as we go along.
Great.
Cool.
Great.
See what we find.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if Christine has this book, but this could be the option. Like, this could be the option.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, so for me and my plan, I want to get Monique something that is not on one of her lists. Perhaps something she hasn't seen or doesn't have on her radar. So let's see what we can find here for that.
See, the hard thing is Christine reads so many fantasy books. Like, she reads so many fantasy books, and I don't know where to start because I don't know. Like, I have this one here. This one looks cool. I may have a lot more things in my hand for myself. I may have misunderstood the assignment, but I think I've got the book for Christine. We'll see if she likes it.
All right, guys, so we have officially come back from the Village. Is it Village Wells or Village Well? Village Well, Books and Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
We're back. What did you think we were gonna get into?
Well, when we left, we said no plan, so I knew we were going to spend money.
Obviously, yeah.
We had no plan. You didn't say anything you wanted to read. You just said go and the bookstore and come up with your own plan.
Oh
So
my God.
I think I got footage of my thought process. It might just be shaky cam of me like trying. There was this one moment where I literally just all my like chin hairs. And so don't put that in. But it was like me trying to like, I was like, look, I have this book, but it wasn't showing the book. It was just zooming in on my pores. I said, good God.
These cameras are too strong.
I know, it was like, ah.
Oh
And
my
so
God, that's funny.
I won't be sending you that clip.
It was loud in there. That was busy. On a Sunday, it was busy. I was like, this is not a quiet, cute bookstore. You know what I mean? This is like, everybody's popping, the music's loud.
It was great.
You know.
I enjoyed the bookstore.
Yeah, it was fine.
I didn't realize there was a full cafe.
Yes, there was a full
And books.
books
In
and
case you can't see.
books and coffee.
Oh, God.
Anyway, like I said, this is a fun bookstore that I discovered a little while ago, and I thought we would have a good time, and I think we did. So I think Monique was a little wary at first, but
Well, you never know.
yeah, you never know. She's like, Christine's suggestion.
It was really easy to like buy. I feel like it's more easier to buy things in this bookstore because of how it was displayed.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot more things are turned out, and then they tell you what the book is. Like not the book, but like the section it's in. So like normally, you know, if we go to a different bookstore, like a hipster one, it'd be like surrealist fiction, and they all like there might be a few turned out that you know you might have heard of, like Kafka or something. I don't know, I'm making things up. And then a lot of them are just kind of the spines, and you just gotta pull it out
And read what it's about.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's how book shopping is.
Yeah.
But this one, I felt like they had a lot of things that looked interesting on display,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why my bag was full.
Yeah, I was saying too, like it's easier to discover books that you might not have heard of at this bookstore, I think, while also finding, you know, fan favorites. So I think that's why I like this one, because every time I go in there, I find books that are very interesting, like Monique said, and it's because they're kind of like displayed in a way that it's easy to comprehend. Because obviously we get bogged down when there's like shelves and shelves of books, you know. So let's get into what we bought though. Let's do it. We'll save our picks.
I love how
for the
this
end.
turned into a haul.
It's a book haul for sure. Well, I knew I was gonna be buying books. I like this.
We were supposed to get a
bookstore.
book for each other, and I think I did that.
Do you want to do that book first? What are we doing? We're doing it at the same
Paul,
time.
let me just think about it, because I kind of got some options here.
I knew you got more than one book.
Why wouldn't I get you more than one book?
This is so telling. Oh, My God. Okay, I don't want to hype this up, but I'm having a moment here.
What's telling?
Okay, listen. Just listen. So our personalities are very... The way we shop for each other just goes to show how well we know each other, because you know that I'm a consumer. I like to have different options. I like to have different books. So what did you do? You bought a few. I don't know how many you bought, but I knew in my bones you had bought more than one. I even asked you. I said, did you buy more than one? And you said, what? And I was like, okay, it's so crazy that I just like know you so well. Did you buy more than one?
I did.
Okay. And then, see, I still couldn't get an answer. And so then for me, the way that I shop for Monique was Monique doesn't like to have a lot of books. She likes to be very minimalist. and not only that, I bought her one of the skinniest books that I had seen, because I was like, oh, she probably doesn't want to invest in like a recommendation from me that's like big. So I'm just going to get her something short that she can kind of read and enjoy for herself. So anyway, that's very interesting. Oh, okay.
To start off, I got stickers for Christine.
You got stickers? What the?
This one is an owl that says, I love coffee.
Oh, thank you. Who needs sleep?
Did you also buy that
coffee.
for yourself? No, you couldn't have, because I only grabbed them. I grabbed the ones that didn't exist. I only grabbed the ones. And then I bought that one. And I was like, then I saw this one. And I said, oh, this is cute. It's a greenhouse with a cat.
Oh, that is cute. Look at that. That's very nice, Monique. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was going to buy Monique a bookmark, but then I was like, Monique doesn't like bookmarks. And then I was going to buy her a sticker. And I was like, I already got her stickers recently. I feel like she doesn't need more stickers. So I opted to actually not buy Monique any accessories. But I did buy some for myself, which I'll tell you about right now. They have these really cute, like, leather
I was so close to getting you that.
bound bookmarks. Yeah, this one, the giraffe one is so cute. I love it.
Like, this is literally for Christine.
It's literally so cute. And I actually got this cat one for...
tequila on it?
What?
Oh, wait, no. It says
Telltales, I'm sure.
Telltale
Heart. So I got this one actually for Steph. I got this one for Stephanie. I think she likes bookmarks and things like that. So I was gonna get Monique one, like I said, but I didn't think she was gonna use it.
I'd use it, but
there wasn't
one that is me.
Yeah, there wasn't one that was like, ooh, this is so Monique. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because there was one that was pretty. It was like a candle one, but then I was like, this isn't Monique. Why would I buy something that's not Monique? You know what I mean? So I opted out of that
They
option.
weren't like cheap either. So.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's fine. But they're very cute. I love the bookmarks.
Don't look. I'll describe what it's about. Okay. So this is what I got her. See it. And I'm going to skip. Oh, this is great. This will explain it. A gorgeously atmospheric gothic tale about a ruined mansion by the sea, the blank that haunts it, and a curious girl who unearths the tragedy that happened there prior. What do we think the blank is, Christine?
I mean, my gut reaction is ghosts, but...
Possible.
Because it's haunting.
Mm-hmm. You can look now.
Oh. Oh my god! Wow! The Jinn waits 100 years.
I feel like that's you, right?
Wow! Right? Akbar Manzil was once a grand estate off the coast of South Africa. Now, nearly a century since it was built, it stands in ruins. Okay, until Sana, she and her father are the latest of the long list of tenants. Oh my god, is this a romance?
A haunting is a haunting.
A love story and a mystery?
I want to read it after you.
Oh my god. This is so... The creature that follows her, Sana, digs into the past of old terrible secrets and will change the lives of everyone living and dead. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is giving... This has nothing to do with...
Don't say it.
Okay.
But
what?
go ahead.
What was I going to say?
Your favorite series.
What is it?
Shockboardy.
No, I wasn't going to say that one. I was going to say this is giving the 20th wife.
Oh, your other favorite series.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's why I was like, it has nothing to do with this, because they actually don't, like, the 20th wife is India, and it's not, like, doesn't have, like, jinn or anything in it. It's actually, like, a historical fiction. But yeah, It is a love story, which I love. So that is so fun. Okay, great. I'm excited.
And then next up, I couldn't pass it up. I was like, this is literally your brand.
This is so pretty. My brand, it's fantasy.
Sure.
Okay, it's not fantasy. Love that. Oh, you want me to close my eyes? Gotcha. This is so fun.
Here we go. You know, if you've watched this channel, you know, hopefully she hasn't already read this, but this seems like something that she would like. Here you go. You can look at it.
Oh my god, I've been wanting to read this one!
What I
Oh my god, the red string theory. Okay, so I loved Lunar Love.
I knew it!
By Lauren Kung Jessen.
Yay!
Lunar Love was such a shock to me, like her debut book, okay? It was such a shock because it's about these two people who live in Los Angeles, okay? And it was just a pleasant surprise, okay? It's essentially matchmaking, but like they develop an app instead of it being like natural, like not natural, I guess, but like through a matchmaker. And it was just so cool because it's these two kind of, the app versus, you know, a matchmaker, essentially. And then those two people fall in love. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm really excited for Red String Theory because
this one's in New York, I think.
Yeah, so this one, it's still like Chinese, like influences and stuff. But let me see, let me make sure. Yeah, New York, a night under February skies and fueled by fried dumplings. All signs point to destiny. Only Jack doesn't believe. And after their magical date, it looks like they might be lost to each other forever until they're given one more chance to reconnect. But can Rooney convince a reluctant skeptic to take a leap of faith? So I love stories like this where there's like something that ties these two people together and then in the end you kind of figure out how they're connected. Like Red String of Fate, you guys I'm sure know about that kind of like idea, that thought that like they're two people that are, you know, meant for each other, soulmates, whatever, they're connected by a red string of fate and eventually they come together. I am fascinated by that and I'm just so excited to get into this book. Lovely. Thanks, Momo. Wow, two really great picks. Want to get into mine?
Sure.
Okay, close your eyes. This is the one that I got for Momo. I don't know if it's in focus. Hopefully it is. Okay, there you go.
Oh, this is a good size.
Literally, it's like a play, almost. Of sorts.
The Black Lord by Colin Hinckley. Hinckley. Oh, I said that right. There's something knocking on the window. Eddie's parents may be agonizing over the disappearance of an infant brother. Is this a horror? Oh.
It's giving dark, is what it was reminding me of.
As minutes pass, hope for Danny grows even smaller in the very fabric of their world. This is giving dark.
Yeah, because it's like essentially a young child gets like taken or lost, and so the family's trying to figure out where the kid goes.
We really did well today.
Yeah, I love that. So I got that one. I was gonna get another one. I was gonna get Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. I don't know. I just felt like this is literally giving dark. Yeah, like I just like the description on this one. And it's also like there's like something more nefarious going on. Like there's something other than just it being a simple kidnapping case. Yeah. Right?
It's so small though, so I wonder how this person describes it as combining Shirley Jackson's haunted claustrophobia with Stephen King's nail-biting plots and then the cosmic otherworld horror of Stranger Things. And then you get this wholly original novel. Yeah. But it's so small.
It is so small. That's why I'm intrigued. Yeah. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, those are great picks. The only other books, like I did get other books for me. Did you get other books for you?
Did.
Okay. So I want to tell you guys the book that we're reading for this vlog, which is The Dead Romantics. Okay. Haley picked this one and I've actually already started reading this on audio. I'm 50% in at this point. And I'm loving this book. So I love it so much. I literally have bought it. And I will be reading Monique's going to be reading this physical copy. But this is the book that we're going to be reading for this vlog, so I thought I'd go ahead and buy it because I'm loving it. And essentially the premise of this one is just there is a ghostwriter who writes for this really popular romance novelist, and she essentially gets into this really bad breakup, which has made her fall out of love, like with love. Like she doesn't believe in love anymore and it's really hard because obviously she writes romances. There's a tragedy that happens. There's like a death in the family. She has to go back home to the South. Okay. Okay, specifically South Carolina.
Oh my God.
I know.
What do they say?
What are they saying? Exactly. And in her travels back home, like her getting through this grief of losing a loved one, learns to find love again. And it's like, I love books about grief. So it is literally, it is hitting, y'all.
Baby, I tried
and it's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my God, I'm having such a good time.
Great.
So I hope you guys enjoy that
I'll
vlog
knock
footage.
that out.
I mean, like it's hard. It was hard for me to put down. What else did you get?
Well, this is the book I wanted to read for classic literature, but it was not on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh my God, what is it?
And I saw it there. Hold on, let me find it.
Oh my God, it's because they're all getting reprinted into these covers.
Yeah, and so
I'm so glad you bought that.
Yeah, so I bought The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon.
Such a good book. Spicy time.
Yeah. So I was like, well, it's not on Kindle anymore. And
That cover too. Like,
yeah.
First of all, what the? Hold on. I was like, how do we block it so you can't see us? Anyway, hopefully you can see it. But this cover is just really stunning. Ah!
Stunning.
It's stunning.
Absolutely stunning. And everyone's been talking about it.
Catherine loves it.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about it. I've been wanting to read it. Now I have it. And I was like, this is a sign. I get to support an indie bookstore. And I don't know if they're indie now. It's published by...
No, yeah, that's why
Orbit,
she took them all off Kindle, because they got picked up by Orbit.
But...
See, these sci-fi and fantasy publishers are finally picking up on the power of fantasy and sci-fi romance, okay?
Did you buy anything else?
Yeah, I got 2 other books. This one was kind of like a almost contender to buy for you. But it just sounded so cool. Like, I don't know. So this one it's like a mystery series, like a cozy mystery series. I've never really been interested in those, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But for some reason, this one, like, I think probably...
Because of that book series you're reading.
Well, I think it kind of caught my eye because it reminds me of Fantastic Mr. Fox, but like with a mystery element. It's essentially, like, I'll just read this little tiny blurb. We're introduced to the village of Shady Hollow, a place where woodland creatures live together in harmony until a curmudgeonly toad turns up dead and the local reporter has to solve the case.
That sounds so cute.
It's so cute. And the reason why I picked up this one, so this first one's called Shady Hollow, a murder mystery. The reason why I picked up this one is because I accidentally picked up the 4th one, and the 4th one was talking about a romance, and I was like, wait a minute! Wait a minute. And they all have mysteries to them, so I don't know, it looks very cool. I don't know, so I was gonna maybe get this one for you, but then I was like, she might not like that it's like furry woodland creatures, but isn't it like so fantastic?
Yeah, this
Mr.
is
Fox?
definitely your art style too.
Yeah.
Like you love foxes that look like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is perfect, and I can always read it because you own it.
Like I said, something I never would have really discovered unless we had like walked into this bookstore, which...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think that just also says like the buyer is different.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I love this bookstore, so,
like,
you know.
the books that were just available to buy
Right.
were just a little different than the ones we go to in our favorite spots.
Yeah, it's not the ones we see all the time.
Yeah.
So I like that. The curation of the bookstore.
Speaking of.
Okay, here we go. Never Whistle at Night.
Yes.
Is this translated?
This, I'm not sure if it's translated, but it's an indigenous dark fiction anthology. Y'all.
I saw that one and almost picked it up.
Wow, we're the same person.
Yeah.
I literally was like, let me see what the first story's like. And I was like...
I love books like this.
I was like, this is going to be weird and great.
Yes.
I love it.
It's like kind of giving what we just did that promo for the Latin.
The other anthology.
I'm like really getting into anthologies this year, I think.
Yeah. But this one was like, many indigenous people believe that one should never whistle at night. It can cause evil spirits to appear and even follow you home. And so these are original, shivering-inducing tales to introduce readers to ghosts, curses, hauntings, creatures, and complex family legacies and like other
spooky tales.
Yes. It's
other warnings.
And it's also like a celebration of indigenous peoples and their survival imagination and a reveling of all things. And so I was like, yeah. This is good. And Nick Cutter blurred it, and I was like, okay, I do like his writing style. Okay. So like I liked, what was his book in The Troop? Yeah, thank you. I was calling it In the Woods, but I knew it wasn't.
No, yeah, I saw that book too in the horror section. They have a nice horror section, I'll say that. And speaking of horror, the other book that I got, even though you're reaching for that,
it's fine, is
this book that just truly caught my eye. I was like, first of all, the title is Sideways. Hello?
That is really pretty. It's
very... There's no book sleeve. It's even a little dirty, but I bought it anyway. So it's called The Great God Pan and Other Horror Stories by Arthur
We were on the same wavelength.
I mean, like, honestly, in last year, I was reading a few horror for Battle of the Books, and I was just like...
That sounds gonna be creepy.
Oh, this is gonna be creepy
like
as heck.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
Like, weird.
Yes. So anyway, I discovered I kind of like horror. Like, I don't know why.
Because it's just very... it's like... I like horror because remember we were having that debate? And I was like, you can't have horror. Like, you can't have a horror book in a different... It has to be in reality.
Like horror in fantasy? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like I'm sure there is... Yeah, you can't. It's not horror at that point. It's not scary if it's not happening in realistic land.
I need to think about that. Like, you're just saying it can happen. It's just not as scary as if it's set in...
No, I'm saying it can't happen. It won't happen. Like, it's not a horror book.
If it's in a fantasy.
And you know what's great is Haley was taking a class about genres.
Mm-hmm.
This is perfect. This is like literally full circle. Haley, let me know if you got to that section in your class.
Mm-hmm.
But, because remember, we were talking about, because Haley was like, this is what makes it a romance. It has these like different beats you have to hit for it to be considered a romance.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what makes a horror book a horror book? And I said horror has to happen in the real world. You can't have, like, yes, you may travel to hell, but you can't just have a horror book set in hell. Like, you can start, like, you can be there for the majority of the time, but most 10 out of 10, you've got to start.
That's an interesting point of view, because I was going to say, well, what about Pan's Labyrinth? But Pan's Labyrinth starts essentially that story starts because she is dreaming. She like goes into a dream world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she's like trying to save her dad because I think it's during Spanish War. I don't know which one it is. Essentially, it's like set during that time frame, right? And so she goes into this dream world of, she's trying to deal with the pain and kind of like trauma of this world, like of the war.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, she goes into Pan's Labyrinth, where she has to go through all these trials and tribulations. And technically that is a horror just because of
the gruesome things.
Yeah, like the body horror and things like that. But that's why I was interested in this, because Pan's Labyrinth is like one of my favorite movies. It's technically like a fantasy horror, but it is set originally starting in the real world.
Yeah.
Stephen King's books start in the real world.
Exactly.
So like that's a very interesting...
I was like, I mean, I'm sure someone's watching this, they'll be like, actually.
Well, I would love to know if there are, because the only other book I was thinking of was this book that I soft DNF'd last year, which, by golly, what is the name of it? I think it's in my room. But I'll pop it up right here on the screen. But this book right here is a fantasy book that is a fantasy horror, but I DNF'd it, so I never finished it. So I don't know. I mean, it was like kind of creepy, but also, yeah, that's an interesting debate. I would like to know if you have any
thoughts on that.
Yeah, drop it in the comments. I would love to know. But anyway, so in this one, these are horror stories that are from like the 1800s essentially, and they've all been put together in this book. So I mean, like, I used to read Edgar Allan Poe for fun when I was in middle school. So I don't know if that kind of gives you guys an idea, but
we was watching that show.
Which
recently.
one? Oh yeah, the
Baskerville. No, Fall
of the House of Usher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying Baskerville Hound.
Yeah. Because this book looks like that copy that I have of the Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. That's funny. But anyway, yeah. So I just thought this was cool, and I wanted to read it. I'm getting into my horror phase, and also like the back of this book. Listen to this. Something pushed out from the body there on the floor and stretched forth a slimy, wavering tentacle.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be cool. I really liked Edgar Allan Poe back in the day. I know that's like a very old reference, and everyone's like, there's so much other horror other than that, but...
Classic for a reason.
It used to scare the crap out of me, so, yeah.
Anyway. And then to close out, this was the book that the bookseller was saying they had their eye on.
Okay.
And it is an essay, actually.
Oh, that's who she was talking to. I heard her say that very loudly, and I was like, who the heck are you talking to?
Yeah. It's an essay about, like... kind of like climate change, I think.
Okay.
It says, the year is fading, light is fading, solstice means sun stilled. It's a wild sort of stilling, a thrashing frenzied sort of stilling, stopping of time, demetering, a holding of the breath as the tension builds, as the dark expands, until it cracks and the light drives in, and that's the hope. And I said, wow, that was beautiful.
It's a poetry collection?
It's an essay.
Like an essay collection?
It's an essay, yeah. But I think it's like short.
I mean, it's very short.
A Winter Solstice, an essay.
So you're gonna read that today?
No, I'm gonna read Dead Romantics today. I already have my to-do list.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, that is the haul.
Yeah, this was very successful.
Ah.
We're reading good books. We bought good books. Christine doesn't hate me. Normally, I like to get a troll book, but I didn't do that this time because Christine...
Why spend your money on that, you know, on a troll book?
I know, but I feel like you would like the troll books I bought if you read them, but you never picked them up.
Okay.
So then I was like, you know what? Let me do a different strategy. Let me not think
Books
like
I would
Christine.
actually like.
Let me just get a book that I think Christine would like.
Let me not think like Christine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because I'll be like, oh, Christine's been talking about this lately, but that doesn't mean, just because you're talking about something doesn't mean that that's what you wanted to read about. So I have to think like me, thinking like what you would like to read, not what you tell me you're liking right now, because that could be gone. I've got to go with the tried and true, you know, what's been on the shelves, what's she talking about.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
These are similar trains of thought. But you know that, and I'm not going to point that out anymore.
How are they similar trains of thought?
You were like, I'm not going to go with what Christine's talking about. And then literally 2 seconds ago, you were like, I got to go with what's on the shelves, what Christine's been talking about.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
No, I meant talking about in like interest, not books you've read.
Okay.
It makes sense in my head.
Okay.
And that's all y'all have to know.
I mean, yeah, these sound like great books. So we'll see where the wind takes us with it. But yeah, so that's it. So the next part of this video is the vlog portion where we actually read Dead Romantics. So
yep.
Spoiler alert, you know, I've already talked about me liking it, so hopefully you do too. I'll be interested to see.
Yep, we'll come back with our thoughts.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
That'll be it.
Woo!
So, yeah.
Okay, y'all, it's giving a single mom who works too hard. Cheers, everyone, because we are starting a romance book today. I'm super excited because this is the start of our patron TBR vlog. Essentially, the way that these go is we have a certain tier on our Patreon where the patrons can pick the books that we read, and then at the end of the week, they control our day. So first of all, thank you so much for Haley for picking the Dead Romantics, okay? I cannot wait to get into this book. It's gonna be such a fun time. So when Haley picked this book, first of all, can we just appreciate these glasses I got for Christmas? Like, these are the moment. I don't even think you're supposed to put red wine in glasses like these, but I truly don't care, okay? I truly don't care. In the Dead Romantics, it's about a ghost writer who does not believe in love anymore because she had a really terrible breakup, okay? So then she has to go home for a funeral, and when she goes home, she runs into a ghost. I'm talking Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like, y'all remember that movie? I mean, we just watched it with our patrons, so it's like very iconic that it's coming up in a patron TBR blog. We just watched it in October, and I'm gonna tell you, Casper, I had the biggest crush on that fool. Woo! When he turned into a human, I said, Casper the Friendly who? Because he's not my friend. Ho ho! He is not my friend, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so it's giving that, but like I am a little nervous about this book because I generally feel like if we have a paranormal romance like this, because that's what this is, okay? It's a paranormal romance. If we have a paranormal romance, how can they be together in the end? So that is what is intriguing me right now with this book, because I'm like, what is happening? I said earlier, I'm so excited to start it. I did do a little sneak peek little audio session. I think I'm like maybe 5 to 10 minutes into the book, and I'm already loving the audio because I did go to the grocery store. I'll tell you guys this right now. I went to the grocery store and got this. Because last night, Monique and I also started our family dinners, which is essentially just us cooking food for each other each week so that we can save money. Okay, because honestly, door dashing every day of my life is not economical, okay, especially in this economy. We started doing family dinners. Monique made this she called it a soup. It was hilarious because it's not a soup at all. It is literally like a curry base. It had spinach, sweet potatoes, lentils, and she even got some naan to like soak it all up. I was like, what? Why are you trying to call this a soup, girl? There ain't no broth in here. You are so funny. So anyway, she did that, and then she mixed it up by getting this Thai style coconut chicken. okay, Kevin's. It worked so well together. So essentially the one that she got, it's like a one, I think it's 2 servings maybe. I don't know, it might have been 3. Oh, it says 3. Well, we ate the 2 together. So I told her I would just go and get this because we had leftover soup, but like we didn't have any more chicken. So I went and got this from the store. I did that, I listened to the audiobook, and I'm already like so vibing with it. Like, I don't know. I mean, the main character is a big mountain man. Like, stop it, Benji. You're crazy. So anyway, I'm having a good time. So the plan is I'm going to be listening to the audiobook while I'm preparing Kevin's tile? Wow, I can't speak. Kevin's Thai style coconut chicken, okay? I'm gonna be listening to the audiobook. I'll check in with you guys. I don't know if the check-in's gonna be tonight, tomorrow, when, but I'll let you guys know because this is the week of reading. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right, I'm about to start Day Romantics, and I'll keep y'all updated on my progress. Oh my gosh, I'm mentioning Waffle House right now, and I have never had a craving so hard for an all-star. Oh my gosh, a blueberry waffle with hash browns, covered and scattered, and oh my gosh, with the cheese and the jalapenos, some grits. Oh my gosh! On our next food tour, when me and Christine finally go back to our hometowns, I need to go to Waffle House. It is not a game for me. You know what? Like, sometimes I always get bacon, but maybe I'll try some country ham. Oh my gosh. I just need a hash brown, a cup of OJ, and all the excitement that comes with it. You know, nothing like a good fight, Waffle House fight. I've never called Waffle House Waho like our author did. I also just realized the author is from South Carolina, so that's why this is such a distinct description of the Waffle House. But again, I've never called Waffle House Waho. Waho? That must be another side of the state, because I'm from a different part, I guess, because we don't say that. Yeah, we don't say that. Anyway, goodbye. They keep talking about not having happy ever afters. I do not. This better be a red herring. I'm telling you, Miss, whoever the author is, Ashley Poston, this better be a red herring. I already kind of said, like, how could you have a good ending when you're in love with a ghost as a ghost writer? But this is taking it too far. Like, talking about it on page 2. Like, what page are we on? 12? Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Like, I was like, you know, if you're not going to have a happy ending, you've got to have it be like, I don't know. You can't talk about it the whole time.
You didn't tell me that I was going to be crying. It is so loud outside. I have not even noticed that this whole entire time. Sorry, someone is leaf blowing at freaking 4:30. You didn't tell me that I was gonna be crying to this book. What the hell? I'm yelling and now Sherman's in here. He's like, what the is going on? Okay, I am so hype right now. I am 2 hours into this freaking audiobook. I'm 20% in, and I'm gonna tell you guys, okay, the premise of this novel is that this girl has gone through a horrible breakup, okay? And she doesn't believe in love anymore. She's a love guru. What am I saying? She's an author of love. She's a romance author. That's where I'm trying to go with this, okay? And she can't write anymore because she's lost it. She's absolutely lost it. So she meets this nice guy. He's an editor, okay? He's tall and he's big and he's burly, but he's smart, okay? He's an editor of a romance imprint. You can't make this stuff up, people, okay? So they meet. She's like, ooh, he's cute, whatever. She's in a funk, though. She's in a freaking funk because she has to turn in this freaking manuscript. And, you know, she can't, like, write anything because she's got writer's block because she's just a sad girl. I'm like, relatable, okay? So then she's like with her friend's like, we're going out tonight. And I'm using our safe word or our go word, whatever, our one word that we can use once a year to make you do something. That's the word I'm using. And it's now because you're being a punk. She's like, fine, I'll go out with you. She goes out. She's having a good time. She sees her freaking ex. At the bar. So then, of course, who shows up? Tell me, people in the back, tell me right now. It's the freaking editor. The editor shows up. Oh my God. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You freaks. Okay. I'm not even getting to the part where I cried. I am 20% into this book and I'm crying. Excuse me? What the? I'm not that person. I don't click on those videos that are like 20 books that made me cry this year. No, no, no. If I am crying, it is because my deep little Grinch heart, my little shriveled up heart that's probably about this big. It's probably about this big. It's so moist. My little shriveled up heart, that's where I was, has now grown in size because of this freaking part. It's not even because of the editor, okay? It's because of this girl's relationship with her father. Plus, nobody told me that this was set in South Carolina, y'all. They are literally talking about Greenville, South Carolina. That is like my part of the state, okay? Oh my God, you guys. What the heck? Oh my God. And of course her dad's a weirdo, you know what I mean? Not like a pedophile weirdo, okay? Don't go there with your minds, people. He's like a dude who's like in charge of a freaking funeral home, and he's freaking into Edgar Allan Poe, and he's got these cute little jokes, and he's just a good guy. He's a good guy. Dang, it's hitting. It's hitting. It's 20% in and it's hitting. How dare you guys recommend me such a freaking good book? How dare you guys recommend me a book like this? How dare you? Anyway, all right, that's it. That's the check-in. I'm having a good time. I was gonna record me crying, but I literally was sitting here getting ready to go. Okay, like my hair never looks like this. What does my hair look like? Doesn't even look like anything now. Let me be quiet. But I'm getting ready to go. So I'm sitting here listening to my freaking audiobook. You know, got my little AirPods in. All right, I'm sitting here listening to my audiobook, and then all this stuff starts happening, and I'm like, I'm sobbing. I'm like, I can't do my makeup like this. What the So I had to come on here and tell you guys. I would literally just went to go get the camera, and I was like, I'm gonna tell you guys, this is rude. But also, thank you. Okay? Because I needed something. My emotions. Emotions who? You know what I'm saying? I'll be so interested to see if this hits for Monique. It's hitting for me, okay? It's hitting for me.
A new suitor has been possibly introduced. I'm not certain, but I'll let you know when I get past the halfway mark how this is going for me. How this is going. No, because why would they? I'm telling you guys right now. I'm telling everyone right now. Of this ghost business. I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler. Probably going to be a spoiler. But if this ghost is not in a coma, and if he is not on life support, and if this book ends sadly, I won't like it. I'm not having a good time. Like, I'm having a good time. Mind you, I'm only on like the early chapters. But if he's really a ghost, because, you know, it's been clarified that this guy is a ghost, and this is not a dream, I just would like to know how they're going to be together. I need to know.
All right, guys, we have officially finished The Dead Romantics. It's over there. We're not going to get up to
We really see it too.
We're hanging out with our patrons right now. It's a very comfy, cozy time.
Yes.
And they love us for who we are, so we're just going to extend some of that to this video. We're not going to get up to get it. But yeah, Dead Romantics. Okay, do you want to go first? Do you want to talk first? I knew it.
You do what?
I knew you were going to like it. I just knew it in my bones.
I liked it, but my friends...
It's because you're not from a small town.
My friends may be right, and maybe I'm not a magical realism girly.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, I should make this a job. I think I should be a matchmaker. Oh my god.
So without spoiling,
there's a key element. It's a paranormal romance. They already know that.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm sure you'll see in the footage. But there were certain things that needed to happen for me to enjoy this book. And, okay. So, let me just go way back to when I started. So, for me...
Please, don't take it that far back.
I'm not going to take it. So, for me, you know, when I start reading a book, I don't know what it is, but it's the way my brain works, and I just start looking for patterns, okay? And it's just how I follow along a story. And so there are certain tropes and patterns that I was expecting a story to go. And that, if it goes that way and I like it, I'm enjoying the journey, yes, perfect. If it goes that way and then there's a certain thing and I like it, great. Author is amazing. Wasn't expecting that twist. So the book went the way I was expecting it. I liked it. I had fun. And I'm giving it 3 stars. I think that's great. Now, would I have done a few things differently? No, because I'm not an author. So,
what did you not like about it?
I think, like, okay, so you know how we like the Mediator series?
I love that series.
Like, I like...
Perfect pining, mystery,
but like,
action.
You don't even realize you're pining for a ghost until
like it hits you 4 books in and you're like, wait a minute, he's hot.
Yes. And so for me, you know...
Wait a minute.
We were really just pining for a ghost this whole time.
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel like we were doing anything. Besides, I mean, obviously we were doing things, but...
Right, okay.
Besides the overarching reason why we went to our hometown. But I like the setting. I like the characters. Don't know if I like the pacing.
The pacing and the plot, yeah.
And the plot.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave 3 stars.
The events of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like...
Yeah, I agree with all that. I'm not giving it a 3. I think for me it feels somewhere in between a 3.5 and a 4 because I like the setting. Like, I was eating the setting up, but that's not the most important part of a book for me. The most important part is the plot and the characters. The plot, I was expecting more of it, but I wasn't upset with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it just didn't hit the expectation. So I think if like the expectation is a 5, you know, it was a fine time. So like a 3 for the plot is a fine rating.
Yeah.
3 is fine. The characters though, I really did like, except I didn't like our main character in some ways. Like, I liked her sometimes, but she would run away from everything. Every single time something hard happened, she would run away. I didn't really see her come back from that until the very final thing in the book. And by the end of the book, like, it's like the book was done after that. You know what I mean? So we didn't really get a chance to see that part of her after that point. Okay, this is gonna all kind of be a little, because we don't want to give you all the plot, but like, you get what I'm saying? But I loved our main love interest. I loved him. And he was fine, okay? That one scene where he was like, I can't touch you, but... You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember.
That You didn't like that part?
No.
I was like, this is foreplay at its finest.
It was fine, but
You wanted more to happen.
Off camera, I'm going to tell you my real thoughts off camera.
What was it?
And you're going to cut
Just go ahead and record it. We'll put it in there for the patrons. We'll just put it as an excerpt.
So, in my head, I thought, this is spoilers, y'all. Do not watch this. No, I don't need it to be spicy. I just thought that it was going to be more like, you know, I thought he was going to teach her how to, like, be open to love again. And I don't think that...
He did that.
Like, he was just... Like, the reason he was there is because he loved her. And, like, she just found him attractive this whole time.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like...
I don't think that's a spoiler. That's your opinion.
Okay.
On the story.
Well, you can add it in.
Yeah, I don't think that's a spoiler. I think that's exactly right. It's like we wanted the plot, okay? You wanted to learn something from the plot because I thought the beginning of this was set up so perfectly. I was like, small town, we got a ghost, and she doesn't believe in love, right? So this impossible situation where she has to love a ghost, right? She doesn't have to, but like that's the premise. She learns to love through that. So like, I think you're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. We didn't get that, right? But like, it wasn't bad still.
Yeah.
It just wasn't what we wanted. Now, I will say I really liked the grief element of this. I think it could be stronger. It could have been stronger.
Yeah, I found myself comparing it to Beach Read. I hate to say it.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Because it was similar. You know, you had a daughter who, you know... I wouldn't say idolized her dad, but
no, but like, you know, he was his best version of himself with her, and he was not that version with other people in the book. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Like, all this is kind of jumbled. This is a jumbled, I guess, ending review for it. But yeah, it just wasn't quite what we expected. Now that I know how you kind of think about it too. I do think one of the strongest parts of this book are the characters.
Yeah.
Even though the main character was annoying, she wasn't annoying enough where I
liked her.
For me.
Oh, okay.
Even though she was annoying with like the way that she would react to things, she wasn't annoying enough for me to be like, wow, I hate this book. You know what I mean? Like, she was fine. It was fine. Mm-hmm. Like, even she's not even fine. Like, she's not even that annoying. It's just some certain things. Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, the setting and the atmosphere of this one really, really strong. I did think it was weird that the family didn't like I know they're used to being in a funeral home. They own a mortuary. Like, that's their thing. But I thought it was weird that they weren't like sobbing over what had happened, you know? Does that make sense?
I guess. I mean, I feel like they all kind of did their own
Dealt
thing.
with it, yeah,
like,
in their own way.
We were only getting it from Florence's point of view, and they weren't as close.
Yeah, true. Okay, you're right. So yeah, I don't know. That was just something I was thinking about. And I kept thinking this is off the record and a spoiler. But I kept thinking...
Oh, no, yeah.
So, I think it was like a silly, goofy time.
I thought... This is off the record.
Okay.
I thought we were going to have... The ride I was expecting... Like, I don't know how to say it any different. Like, it was a 3-star. I enjoyed it.
I think, like, in reflection, like I said, it's between a 3.5 and a 4. I don't regret buying it. I still like it, and I might reread it.
Honestly, the book, you should read it physically, because it had a nice flop to it. Like, I don't know how to explain.
Yeah.
Like, it really just
It's a good-looking book.
It was lightweight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I will say I did cry, like, in the beginning. Like, there's something about... I know this is not you, and that's fine. But for me personally, like, there's something about, like, dealing with grief that intrigues me. Like, that in a book is just, like... I love reading about it, and I like seeing how people experience that. And so, like, when you're in the beginning, 50% of this book, like, you're going with this grief kind of plot line, and it did make me cry. I was like, oh my God.
That's how I felt with Beach Read.
Yeah. But the ending of this was not what we expected.
It was what I expected.
I really thought it was going to go a different way. Monique's going with a 3. I'm going with a 3.75, which I'm...
Oh my gosh. 3.75. Round up to a 4.
Well, I was going to say I'm going to round it up to a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to round it to a 4.
Round down to a 3?
No. I'm going to round it to a 4. I liked it. It's just the ending wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. Characters support. So that's it. That's our ending thoughts for
The Dead Romantics.
Dead Romantics.
By Ashley Poston.
And honestly, no regrets. You know what I'm saying?
No regrets.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Yeah, no regrets.
So
good time. So again, until next time, this was fun. We just want to say thank you to Haley, our patron on Patreon, for wrecking this book. We enjoyed it, and we had a fun day.
Yeah.
As you'll see. I don't know where this is going.
I know, I was like, I can't wait until we have like a list of places that we've been this year. You know what I mean? Like different bookshops and different like coffee shops and lunch spots and
it'll be fun.
Just like trying new things. It's a fun time.
It's always fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, until the next time. Thank you guys so much.
If you want to see more of us, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, bye.
Bum bum da 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 bum bum da.